Joining us on the EKTV News at 7, I am Olayinka Ilori. Government and commercial activities resumed today nationwide after the 2-day holiday declared by the federal government to celebrate this year's Eid al-Kabir. In Ado, the state capital, commercial activities had resumed in major streets, while government activities also picked up as many civil servants resumed at their duty posts. At the state secretariat in Nado, civil servants trooped in as early as 8 o'clock in the morning to commence their daily routine. A cross-section of those who spoke with BSCS explained that the holiday afforded them the opportunity to wine and dine with their families and loved ones in the spirit of the celebration. And President Bola Tinubu has returned to Abuja after his Salah holidays in Lagos. The president arrived in Lagos last Tuesday for the 58th anniversary of the Economic Community of West African States. Ekiti State government has revealed that huge amount of money has been spent to provide basic infrastructure at the Agric Olope market in Nado Ekiti to create a more comfortable environment for traders. At a recent market stakeholders meeting held at the Wiz Palace, Governor Biodun Oyebanji noted that the move was also to discourage street trading in the state capital. BSCS reporter Toba Babalola has the rest of the story.
Governor Oyebanji, who highlighted the importance of Ado as the capital of Ekiti State, said that the vision of the forefathers who fought for the state's creation was gradually becoming realizable, considering the significance of market traders to economic development of the state. He urged the concerned market traders to align with the vision of his administration, adding that selling of goods on the roadsides was not healthy and safe for them. The governor said that a whopping sum of money had been spent to put the Agric Olope market to proper shape with the provision of necessary amenities as demanded by the traders.
As a government, we don't want to use force on those that brought us to office. And I'm happy and glad today that all of us have reached a consensus on the need for the traders to move to those new markets. And they have promised to move without force. So I'm so excited that we're able to reach this consensus. By the middle of this month, they will start to move to the market. We have built the market to their taste. We met with them. They told us what they wanted done in the market. And we have done it. We have provided water, toilet, security, warehouses, parking space, and everything they have scored, we are provided. If this one is done, it's going to encourage us to do more.
He unveiled government's plan to rehabilitate roads from Ojumoshe to Old Garage, First Baptist Church to Post Office area, Okenyemi to Mugbagba, Idolofin to St. Paul's, Junction, Odoado, while critical roundabouts and Fajuyi Park will be renovated for better outlooks. The Ewe of Ado Obade Yemade Jugbe, who went down memory lane on plans to reshape Ado for a befitting status, urged the street traders to relocate to the appropriate market approved by government. Obade Jugbe said that necessary facilities had been put in place to make the market attractive and conducive for them to sell their goods. The Commissioner for Trade, Investment and Cooperatives, Mrs. Tayo Adeola, explained that Governor Oyebanji had been able to revive the Agric Olope market after several efforts by successive governments. She noted that the present government had provided a warehouse in the market to safeguard their goods, with those registered to be allotted spaces.
Everything is ready. We've appealed to them and they've agreed that they will move. Come 23rd of June, everyone, we shouldn't have any street traders, and enforcement will begin on that day. Hopefully, no one will run foul of the law.
The President General of Market Traders, Chief Abibat Ogunjobi, and wife of the Ewe, Iyeshorun Abosede Ajejugbe, noted that Governor Oyebanji had transformed Ado Ekiti into a business hub, calling on street traders to abide by the directive.
ṣe ni yẹ kí gbójúbà ẹ káre kó èyí kọ́ dá lébẹ̀ nìkan bá ní wíkọ́ ọ̀nà gbọ́ òun ní yẹniyẹni ọlọ́wà ti yẹ ẹ́ dáadẹ́ àyẹ ká yí padà bá ní ọlọ́wà.
Traders at the market, however, resolved to comply as soon as possible. Toba Babalola reporting.
Ekiti State House of Assembly has reiterated its commitment to the socio-economic development of the state through robust legislation. The 7th Assembly gave the assurance during a special sitting to mark its second anniversary. High point of the plenary was the endorsement of Governor Biodun Oyebanji for second time in office. BSS reporter Bukola Adebukola completes the story.
It was a convergence of Ekiti people from all constituencies in the state as they stormed the venue. The legislators were in beautiful uniform attire to celebrate the day. Mr. Aribasoye, who welcomed the gathering, read a congratulatory messages from Governor Oyebanji, former governors and other leaders.
Under your stewardship, the House has consistently demonstrated legislative excellence, responsiveness to the yearnings of the people, and dedication to the ideals of good governance. These achievements have not only strengthened the institution of the Assembly, but have also helped to create an enabling environment for meaningful development across the state.
He noted that they will continue to work in harmony with mutual respect towards a productive legislative tenet.
As we reflect on our journey from June 6, 2023 to this very moment, I am proud to declare that we have justified the confidence reposed in us. I salute your diligence, patriotism, and sacrifices. Despite our diverse viewpoints, we have worked in harmony, consistently putting the interests of Ekiti above partisan considerations.
Members commented about the celebration. There were goodwill messages from the Chairman Council of Traditional Rulers, Olojudo Obailori Faboro, Commissioner for Information, Chief Taiwo Olatunbosun, Head of Service, Dr. Folakemi Olomojobi, Youth Parliament Speaker, and others commended the lawmakers.
Your support for giving us the most beautiful, the most peaceful 2 years of our lives in Ekiti. You have touched the lives of every KBC in Ekiti.
I want to sincerely, on behalf of our colleagues, to thank you for the collaboration and the support you are giving to the administration of Governor Biodun Oyebanji.
To say that 24 laws passed by this House, the civil service was thoroughly engaged, and we're grateful for the quality of laws that you have now.
Highlight of the ceremony was moving of motion by the lawmaker representing Moba 2, Mr. Jacob Awoniyi, for Governor Oyebanji to continue beyond 2026, and seconded by Mrs. Abimbola Solanke representing Moba 1, while the speaker called for voice vote from the people.
That Governor Biodun Oyebanji this time around not only be endorsed, but be allowed for Ekiti to renew this social contract to lead us beyond 2026 to 2030 in Ekiti State. Only those in favor to say
Governor Oyebanji assented 6 bills to commemorate the second anniversary of the legislators. Bukola Adebukola reporting.
EKTV News at 7 continues after this commercial break. Stay tuned.
Beautiful, it's your name. Wonderful is what you are to me. Eba mi kira fún mama mi. Orisha mi yao, kò sí láé.
Every mom.
Beautiful, it's your name. Wonderful is what you are to me. Eba mi kira fún mama mi. Orisha mi yao, kò sí láé.
Every mom.
Welcome back. The chairman of the All Progressives Congress APC in Ekiti State, Mr. Shola Elesin, has revealed that the party has commenced mobilization and strategic actions to galvanize support for the party ahead of the 2026 governorship poll. Election explained that the party's actions followed the release of the timetable for the Ekiti governorship election by the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC). The party chairman, alongside Deputy Governor Okinlu Amonisa Diafuye, and leaders of the party, met with APC women leaders across the 3 senatorial districts of the state to strategize on how to mobilize the women folk ahead of the election. The APC chairman assured that the upcoming governorship primary election will be handled with competence and professionalism, despite the overwhelming endorsement for Governor Biodun Oyebanji by various stakeholders. Mr. Elesin, who described the women as great mobilizers, expressed confidence that the leaders will work assiduously to ensure that the party emerge victorious in the forthcoming poll. An Ekiti State Chief Magistrate Court in Ado-Ekiti has sentenced one Adeoti Moradeke to 3 years imprisonment with hard labor for careless attitude and violating the state's government directive on child abuse. The 33-year-old Moradeke was arraigned before Magistrate Olatomiwa Daramola last year on one count charge bordering on unlawfully engaging an 11-year-old Adeoti Oyindamola in hawking and child abuse. In her testimony before the court, the landlady of the convict, Bosse Diosho, said Moradeke had been maltreating Oyindamola, her cousin. The sentence, according to the magistrate, was however with an option of 20,000 naira fine in lieu of imprisonment. Justice Osiago of the Federal High Court in Ikoyi, Lagos State, has convicted and sentenced 9 Chinese nationals to 1 year imprisonment each for cyber terrorism and internet fraud following their arrest by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC). According to a statement from the EFCC, the convicts were part of the syndicate of 792 alleged cryptocurrency investment and romance fraud suspects apprehended on December 19 last year. The EFCC's Lagos Zonal Directorate charged the 9 individuals in February this year with 1 count separate charges of cyber terrorism and internet fraud. The governorship candidate of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) in the 2024 governorship election in Ondo State, Mr. Agbola Ajayi, has vowed to appeal the judgment of the State Governorship Election Petition Tribunal. Ajayi, in a statement in Akure, said that he and the PDP had undertaken a diligent review of the judgment and will appeal against it. It would be recalled that the tribunal on June 4 unanimously upheld the victory of the candidate of the All Progressives Congress APC in the election, Governor Lucky Ayedatiwa, describing the petitions against him as speculative. The Ogun State Security and Civil Defense Corps (NSCDC) Ogun State Command has distanced itself from an ongoing social media recruitment, describing it as fake. The command, in a statement from the Public Relations Desk, noted that the scammers are using photographs and the goodwill of senior officers to fraud unsuspecting individuals, while maintaining that any recruitment will be announced through official channels and media outlets. He advised members of the public to be conscious and avoid falling victim. The Minister of the Federal Capital Territory (FCT), Yeltsin Wike, has renamed the Abuja International Conference Center after President Bola Tinubu. Speaking during the inauguration of the structure in Abuja, Wike explained that the Bola Ahmed Tinubu International Conference Center was a world-class structure requiring constant maintenance, and that anybody using the premises must be made to pay regardless of his or her position in the society. Kogi State government has reaffirmed its commitment to combating insecurity and called on citizens, media stakeholders, and political actors to avoid spreading fear or politicizing the state's security challenges. In a statement by the Commissioner of Information and Communications, Kingston Fanwo, in Lokoja, the government said it was effectively recording progress in its fight against criminal elements, particularly kidnappers, within the state. The governor of Cross River State, Basi Otu, has lamented that more than 150 communities are currently grappling with the effects of flooding in recent times. Otu spoke at a stakeholders engagement on the 2025 National Preparedness and Response Campaign for Flood Disaster-Related Hazards held in Calabar. He explained that flooding was one of the most frequent occurrences which had claimed lives and properties worth millions of naira in communities across the state. The Ijo Youth Council worldwide has called on President Bola Tinubu to demonstrate its commitment to democratic values by using the symbolic occasion of June 12 to reinstate Governor Sim Fubara and all duly elected lawmakers in Rivers State. The president of the council, Theophilus Alai, explained that restoring Fubara and the assembly members will send a powerful message and reaffirm Nigerians' commitment to the rule of law and democratic governance. He added that the reinstatement of Fubara and the lawmakers will bring constitutional order to the state and as well restore public confidence in democratic governance. Moving on to the foreign scene, 50 people detained during the anti-government protest in Togo last week have been released while others remain in custody. Dozens of the protesters were dispersed with tear gas overnight from June 5 to 6 in several parts of the capital, including near the presidential palace. They had gathered in response to a call by a popular rapper to denounce arrests, rising electricity tariff, and constitutional changes by the government of President Faure. Protests have been banned in Togo since 2022 following a deadly attack at Lume's main market, though public meetings are still allowed. That's the EKTV news at 7. Thanks for watching. Good evening.
ẹ kalẹ̀ ẹ sì káàbọ̀ sórí ìròyìn lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́ Kelechi David lóníròyìn. Ètò gbogbo ti gbéra sọ káàkiri orílẹ̀-èdè yìí lónìí lẹ́yìn ààyè sinmi ọlọ́jọ́ méjì tíjọba àpapọ̀ kéde fún ti pọ̀pọ̀ ṣìnṣìn ọdún iléyà. Ìgbòkègbodò ọrọ̀ ajé àwọn èèyàn ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ padà nílùú Adó Èkìtì tó jẹ́ olúìlú ìpínlẹ̀ yìí nígbà tí iṣẹ́ ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ láwọn ọ́fíìsì ìjọba níbàwọn òṣìṣẹ́ ìjọba ṣe ti padà sẹ́nu iṣẹ́ wọn. Àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń dé sẹkítírìàtì ìjọba nílùú Adó lọ́wọ́ aago 8 òwúrọ̀ láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ iṣẹ́ wọn. Àwọn tó bá oníròyìn iléeṣẹ́ yìí sọ̀rọ̀ sọ pé àyè ìsinmi náà ló fún wọn láǹfààní láti faramọ́ àwọn ẹbí àti ọ̀rẹ́ wọn fún ti pọ̀pọ̀ ṣìnṣìn ọdún. Àwọn ojú pópó ni ó jẹ́ pé tó ti ń dá tẹ́lẹ̀ ni ó bọ̀ padà sípò ní èyí tí ó jẹ́ pé ìgbòkègbodò ọkọ̀ ti wá ń wáyé. Ààrẹ Bọ́lá Tinubu ti padà sílùú Àbújá láti ìlú Èkó lẹ́yìn ààyè sinmi ọdún iléyà. Ààrẹ ló gùnlé ọkọ̀ tí ó sì gúnlẹ̀ sílùú Èkó lọ́jọ́ Ìṣẹ́gun ọjọ́ 23 oṣù tó kọjá fún ti ààyè àti ayẹyẹ ìsinmi ọdún ti ọlọ́dọọdún àti ti ayẹyẹ àjọ ECOWAS 50 irú rẹ̀. Ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ Èkìtì ti sọ pé òbítíbitì owó níjọba ti ná láti pèsè ohun amáyédẹrùn sọ́jà àgíríkì ọlọ́pẹ́ nílùú Adó léyìí tí ó wà láti jẹ́ kí ètò okòwò ó rọrùn. Níbi ìpàdé àwọn ẹni ọ̀rọ̀ kan pẹ̀lú àwọn ọlọ́jà náà láàfin Ìwé nílùú Adó, ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ Èkìtì jẹ́ kó di mímọ̀ pé owó ńlá ni wọ́n ti ná sí ọjà náà léyìí tí ó wà láti pagidínà àwọn pípàtẹ ọjà sí ojú pópó lólùlù ìpínlẹ̀ yìí. Tó Babalọ́lá jábọ̀ ròyìn ẹ jẹ́ ká gbọ́.
láti gbà yọ̀tún náà àlọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ ṣé ẹ mọ̀ pé owó yín ló fi kọ́ ọjà ìṣòwò mi owó Èkìtì state ló fi kọ́ ọjà yẹn. Ìgbà tí mo wá dé gbogbo kọmíṣánná mo ní kí wọ́n tó pẹ̀lú yín pé kí ló dé tẹ̀ ẹ̀ lọ ọjà yẹn. Ẹ̀dẹ̀ ní pé ẹ̀ lọ nítorí pé wọn parí ẹ̀ kò sí iná kò sómi kò sí warehouse kò sí security kò sọ́nà òjò máa ń ẹ̀rọṣọ́ máa ń wà mẹ́ if I'm right. Mo ní pé tá a bá ṣe gbogbo kí ní wọ́n ṣe ẹ máa lọ ẹlẹ́ máa lọ. Mo ní kí wọ́n cost ìdíní ẹ̀ wá after today's meeting tí bàbá dẹ̀ ti pa láṣẹ gbígbé kẹ kúrò báyìí àṣẹ kábíyèsí yẹn a máa enforce ẹ̀.
ẹ máa lọ bẹ̀ alájẹ ni a wá báyìí níbẹ̀ nítorí dáhùn ti gbọ́dọ̀ tí alẹ́ nu kan lọ síbẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ àwọn kaba àmọ̀ níbẹ̀ bá ẹgbẹ́ ọjà ṣáṣá ti wí àṣẹ ọmọ ìlànà ti jájà bẹ́ẹ̀ dágún mẹ́rin ìdájí o ọ̀wọ́ alágún mẹ́ta mẹ́rin ní jájà tó yọ̀rá mọ pé ibẹ̀ ni wọ́n ti ṣípù tó gbó níbi tí a dó wa níbi tí a dó sókàrẹ̀ wà.
Ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ Èkìtì ti ṣàtúnwé ìfarajì rẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ ìdàgbàsókè ọrọ̀ ajé àti tamúlùdùn ìpínlẹ̀ yìí nípasẹ̀ àgbékalẹ̀ àwọn òfin tí yóò ṣàǹfààní fáwọn aráàlú. Ilé aṣòfin keje ìpínlẹ̀ yìí sọ̀rọ̀ dánilójú bẹ́ẹ̀ níbi àkànṣe ìjókòó ilé kan tó wáyé ní Fájuyì Pavilion nílùú Adó lóhun tí ó sàmì ayẹyẹ ọdún kejì ilé náà lálẹ́fà. Ẹ jẹ́ kí àgbọ̀n tí wọ́n sọ.
Ó jẹ́ àpéjọpọ̀ àwọn ènìyàn ìpínlẹ̀ Èkìtì káàkiri ẹkùn ìdìbò ní ìpínlẹ̀ yìí níbi wọ́n ṣe yàbò oríkò ọ̀hún láti ṣe àjọ̀dún pẹ̀lú àwọn aṣòfin. Àwọn aṣòfin náà tí wọ́n wà nínú aṣọ tó rẹwà ti ẹgbẹ́jọdá láti ṣe àjọ̀dún. Ọ̀gbẹ́ni Àríbásóyè tó kí gbogbo àpéjọpọ̀ náà káàbọ̀ ka lẹ́tà ìkíni kú oríire látẹnu gómìnà Oyèbánjí, àwọn gómìnà tẹ́lẹ̀ àti àwọn olórí káàkiri. Ó wòye wípé wọn yóò máa tẹ̀síwájú láti máa ṣe wọn ní ìrẹ́pọ̀, ìbọ̀wọ̀ fún òfin pẹ̀lú ṣíṣe ìgbélárugẹ ètò òfin láti lè mú kí ilé aṣòfin ó tẹ̀síwájú. Àwọn aṣòfin níbi ètò ọ̀hún sọ̀rọ̀ lórí àjọ̀dún náà. Oríṣiríṣi ọ̀rọ̀ ìwúrí ló wáyé láti ẹnu alága ìgbìmọ̀ lọ́balọ́ba ní ìpínlẹ̀ yìí tó tún jẹ́ olójúdó ọba Ìlọrí Fábọ́rọ̀, èwe tìlú Adó ọba Adéyẹmọ Adéjùgbé, kọmíṣánná àfẹ́tò ìròyìn olóyè Táíwò Ọlátúnbọ̀sún, olórí òṣìṣẹ́ ọba ní ìpínlẹ̀ yìí dókítà Fọlákẹ́mi Ọlọ́mọjọbí, olórí ilé aṣòfin àwọn ọ̀dọ́ àtàwọn míì. Níbi ètò náà gbóríyìn fáwọn aṣòfin ọ̀hún. Pàmàbarì ètò náà ni bí aṣòfin tó ń ṣojú ẹkùn ìdìbò mọ̀bà kejì ọ̀gbẹ́ni Jacob Awoniyi ṣe dábàá pé kí gómìnà Oyèbánjí ó tẹ̀síwájú kọjá ọdún 2026 nígbàtí arábìnrin Abímbọ́lá Sólànkẹ́ tí mọ̀bà kínní sì kejì àbá náà tó lórí ilé aṣòfin sì pè fún àwọn èèyàn láti fòǹtẹ̀lú tó ń bá faramọ́. Gómìnà Oyèbánjí ni ó bọwọ́ lu àbádòfin 6 láti sàmì sí àjọ̀dún ọdún kejì àwọn aṣòfin náà. Bùkọ́lá Adébùkọ́lá ló ń jábọ̀ ìròyìn.
Alága ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú APC nípínlẹ̀ Èkìtì ọ̀gbẹ́ni Ṣọlá Ẹlẹ́sìn ti sọ wípé ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú náà ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ètò gbogbo láti wá àtìlẹ́yìn sí fẹ́gbẹ́ òṣèlú ọ̀hún ṣáájú ètò ìdìbò gómìnà ọdún tó ń bọ̀ nípínlẹ̀ yìí. ọ̀gbẹ́ni Ẹlẹ́sìn sọ pé ìgbésẹ̀ náà kò ṣẹ̀yìn bí àjọ INEC ṣe fi léde nípa ti ọjọ́ títú ìdìbò gómìnà yóò wáyé nípínlẹ̀ yìí. Alága ẹgbẹ́ APC nípínlẹ̀ yìí tó fi mọ́ igbákejì gómìnà Kílú Àmúdísádé Àfúyẹ́ pẹ̀lú àwọn àgbà ẹgbẹ́ míì sọ pé ni wọ́n sọ níbi ìpàdé pẹ̀lú àwọn adarí obìnrin nínú ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú APC káàkiri àwọn ẹkùn ìdìbò mẹ́tẹ̀ẹ̀ta ìpínlẹ̀ yìí léyìí tó wáyé láti jíròrò nípa bí wọn yóò ṣe wá àtìlẹ́yìn àwọn obìnrin sí ṣáájú ètò ìdìbò náà. Ó ní ètò ìdìbò abẹ́lé láti yan olùdíje tí yóò gbé àsíá ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú náà lákòókò ìdìbò gómìnà ni wọn yóò ṣe nílànà akọ́ṣẹ́mọṣẹ́ láì fi ti pé ọ̀pọ̀ èèyàn ti fọwọ́ sí pé kí gómìnà Bíọ́dún Oyèbánjí díje gẹ́gẹ́ bí olùdíje ààyò wọn nígbà ètò ìdìbò náà. Ilé ẹjọ́ májísírèètì àgbà kan nílùú Adó ti ju ẹnìkan tórúkọ rẹ̀ ń jẹ́ Adéòtí Mọ́rádékẹ́ sẹ́wọ̀n ọdún 3 pẹ̀lú iṣẹ́ àṣekára fún wà àìkàsí àti ṣíṣe àìgbọràn sí àṣẹ ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ Èkìtì tó ní ṣe pẹ̀lú ìwà lílo ọmọ nílòkulò. Ọmọ ọdún 23 ọ̀hún ni wọ́n ní ó wá síwájú adájọ́ májísírèètì Ọlátọ̀míwá Dáramọ́lá lọ́dún tó kọjá lórí ẹ̀sùn kan èyí tó ní ṣe pẹ̀lú lílo ọmọdébìnrin ọmọ ọdún 11 kan Adéòtí Oyíndàmọ́lá nílòkulò láti máa kiri ọjà káàkiri lọ́nà àìtọ́. Nínú ìjẹ́rìí rẹ̀ níwájú ilé ẹjọ́, arábìnrin Bọ́sẹ̀dé Ọ̀ṣọ́ tó ya ẹni afẹ̀sùnkàn náà nílé gbé sọ pé Mọ́rádékẹ́ ló ti ń lo ọmọ náà tó jẹ́ ọmọ ẹ̀gbọ́n rẹ̀ nílò ẹrú nígbà tí àwọn ọmọ tirẹ̀ sì ń bẹ nílé ìwé. Ilé ẹjọ́ ọ̀hún fi ààyè sílẹ̀ fún láti san owó ìtanràn ẹlẹ́gbẹ̀rún lọ́nà 20 náírà. Onídàájọ́ Osiago ti ilé ẹjọ́ gíga ìjọba àpapọ̀ nílùú Ìkòyí nílùú Èkó ti ju àwọn ọmọ ilẹ̀ China 9 sẹ́wọ̀n ọdún kọ̀ọ̀kan ẹnìkọ̀ọ̀kan fún ẹ̀sùn jíjí jìbìtì ti orí ẹ̀rọ ayélujára lẹ́yìn tí àjọ EFCC fi páńpẹ́ òfin gbé wọn láìpẹ́ yìí. Àjọ EFCC lórí ìtàkùn ayélujára rẹ̀ sọ pé àwọn tí wọ́n náwó gan ọ̀hún wà lára àwọn tí wọ́n ti ṣáájú fẹ̀sùn jìbìtì kan èyí tí wọ́n fi páńpẹ́ òfin gbé lọ́jọ́ 19 oṣù kejìlá ọdún tó kọjá. Olùdíje fúnpò gómìnà lábẹ́ àsíá ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú PDP létò ìdìbò tó kọjá nípínlẹ̀ Ondo ọ̀gbẹ́ni Agboola Ajayi ti ṣèlérí láti pe ẹjọ́ kòtẹ́milọ́rùn tako ìdájọ́ ilé ẹjọ́ tó ń gbẹ̀sùn awuyewuye tó súyọ lẹ́yìn ìdìbò nípínlẹ̀ náà. Ajayi nínú àtẹ̀jáde kan nílùú Àkúrẹ́ sọ pé òun àti ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú PDP ló ti ṣe àgbéyẹ̀wò ìdájọ́ ọ̀hún tí wọn yóò sì pe ẹjọ́ kòtẹ́milọ́rùn lórí ọ̀rọ̀ náà. Ó ní ọjọ́ 4 oṣù yìí ní ilé ẹjọ́ tó ń gbọ́ awuyewuye tó súyọ lẹ́yìn ìdìbò ti sọ wípé olùdíje ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú APC gómìnà Lucky Ayédàtiwa ni ó jáwé olúborí nígbà ìdìbò náà. Àjọ ààbò ara ẹni láàbò ìlú NSCDC nípínlẹ̀ Ògùn ti sọ wípé òun kò lọ́wọ́ sí ètò ìgbanisíṣẹ́ ìtúnlọ lórí ẹ̀rọ ayélujára ní ìpínlẹ̀ náà tó sì sọ wípé irọ́ ni ètò ìgbanisíṣẹ́ náà jẹ́. Alukoro àjọ náà wọ́n sọ wípé ìgbésẹ̀ ọ̀hún ni ó jẹ́ èyí tí àjọ náà kò mọ̀ sí àti pé àwọn oníjìbìtì àti ọ̀bàyíjẹ́ ló ń bẹ nídìí rẹ̀. Mínísítà fọ́rọ̀ olúlu ilẹ̀ yìí Nyesom Wike ti mú àyípadà bá oríkò gbọ̀ngàn àpérò ńlá ti International Conference Center ìlú Àbújá sí orúkọ ààrẹ Bọ́lá Tinubu nígbà tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ níbi ìfilọ́lẹ̀ ètò náà l'Àbújá. Mínísítà sọ pé oríkò àpérò ńlá Bọ́lá Tinubu náà ló jẹ́ èyí tó bá ti àjọ àgbáyé mu tó sì jẹ́ pé ó pọn dandan kí ẹnikẹ́ni tí yóò bá ṣe àmúlò rẹ̀ ó sanwó títú oríkò ọ̀hún ṣe láì fi ipò yòówù kírú ẹni bẹ́ẹ̀ dì mú láwùjọ ṣe. Ìròyìn láti ilẹ̀ òkèrè. Àwọn aláṣẹ tọ́rọ̀ kàn ti sọ wípé ó lé ní 50 olùfẹ̀hónúhàn tí wọ́n fi páńpẹ́ òfin gbé lákòókò ìwọ́de ẹ̀hónú tako ìjọba lórílẹ̀‐èdè Togo lọ́sẹ̀ tó kọjá ni wọ́n ti yọ̀ǹda wọn kúrò láhàámọ́ báyìí. Ẹgbẹ̀lẹ́gbẹ̀ àwọn olùwọ́de ìfẹ̀hónúhàn láwọn ní àwọn ẹ̀ṣọ́ aláàbò fi afẹ́fẹ́ tajútajú túká ní Lomé lẹ́bàá ilégbèé ààrẹ lọ́jọ́ 5 sí 6 oṣù yìí. Èyí ló pin ìròyìn lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́, ìyókù tó di lọ́la. Kásùn lọ.